presented by your local Gateway Toyota dealers. Take a test drive today or visit them online at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Shot and a save by Elliott. Another shot blocked. Backhander and a save by Elliott. Elliott got over and made his best save so far. And a shot hit and a save by Elliott. That got through and a save by Elliott. Wide open, Elliott made the save.
Oh, what a save that is by Elliott.
Oh,
what a save.
What a right pad save there by Brian Elliott.
Waits.
And a save and a victory. And another shot, another one. Elliott made 2 saves. 21st shutout as a Blue. The all-time leader by a Blues goalie.
There's a good look at the all-time shutout leader in Blues history after his win in Calgary. Blues will need Brian Elliott to play like that this spring, hopefully all the way into June. Is this his time for a run? John Kelly had a chance to catch up with the Blues netminder.
Thanks for joining us. First of all, congratulations. Your 21st shutout as a St. Louis Blue. That is a new club record. How does it feel?
It's pretty good. You know, you try not to put too much attention on it or focus on it, and you know, it's such a team stat that you know, guys wouldn't get shutouts, guys wouldn't get goals without their teammates, and you know, it's definitely something that the whole team pitches in, and you kind of are the beneficiary of getting that SO by your name, but it's really a team stat.
But Brian, I know you know the history of the Blues, and they've had some great goaltenders in their long history. Glenn Hall, Jacques Plante, Grant Fuhr, of course, Curtis Joseph, Yaro Halak, and you just passed. So they've had quite a collection of great goalies, and now you're #1 all-time in shutouts. Yeah,
I mean, it's not something that I've kind of focused on. Like I said, it's a great list to be on. It's awesome to be at the top. I've never really thought I would kind of have a record like that, but you know, hopefully we can keep adding to it and trying to put some space between those guys as well.
Brian, not just you, but Jake Allen had a shutout Sunday in Dallas, and the team has now had 3 shutouts in the last 4 games. Why do you think things have tightened up and you guys are throwing these zeros on the board?
I think it's that time of year. I mean, everybody's kind of playing playoff hockey, and you know that, you know, any one goal can cause a game to turn. So I think we've tightened up. I think guys have really, you know, put their bodies on the line, blocking shots, and you know, we want to, you know, be going into the playoffs playing our St. Louis Blues type of hockey, and you know, I think everybody's putting an emphasis on that.
Do you think it is more important to play your best hockey at this time of year, or to finish as high as possible, or both?
You know, I think it kind of takes care of itself. If we do start playing, you know, the way we want to, and kind of keep rolling like we know we can, then the standings should take care of itself. But it's really not that big of an issue for us. I think, you know, it matters who you play, but other teams kind of have to, you know, do the same thing, and the chips fall where they may.
Brian, as we know, the Blues have added a couple of defensemen in the last couple of weeks, McCulloch and Bertuzzo. You also have had different defensive pairings on a nightly basis because of all the capable players. Is that a challenge for you and your communication with your defensemen every night?
A little bit, but I think, you know, it's kind of helped us. It's opened the line of communication, and you know, when guys are unfamiliar with each other, they kind of tend to talk a little bit more, and just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. And you know, they've been playing great, and as you can see, we can kind of take anybody in and out of the lineup, and guys perform. So it's good to have that kind of depth, you know, everywhere on our team.
Brian, you've had a very consistent year, and you're obviously near the top in a lot of categories, except for your injury. Are you happy with the way your season's gone and where you are right now this season?
You know, I think you can say that at the end of the year. You never really want to, you know, focus on that kind of stuff right now. It's really one game at a time, and one day at a time, trying to get better each day. So, you know, you can never really be happy until the ultimate goal, and I think we all know what that is.
Bring out the Zamboni, and Brian Elliott has become the St. Louis Blues all-time franchise leader in shutouts with his 21st shutout as a St. Louis Blue.
All right, John, thanks so much. And for more in-depth Blues features, make sure you check out the Blues website at stlouisblues.com and, of course, foxsportsmidwest.com. Bernie, what an accomplishment for Brian.
It really is. You know, he really downplays it, but, you know, he's one of only 61 goalies in the history of the league to get 30 or more shutouts. So that's impressive in itself. But I think you have to say it, like he said, is that this is a team sport. And, you know, the goaltender is the last line of defense. And he's got a great, obviously, team in front of him. And he's you know, he recognizes that. And it's the system that Ken Hitchcock plays, defense first. But you see his second shutout in the last 3 games. I think he said it best, too, that everybody's tightening up right now, and the Blues have to tighten up, and they've done the same thing. And look, last night, Chicago goes into New York and wins 1-0. So you look at the leaders since the February the 26th, right there, goals against. Brian Elliott is third. You know, Hammond has been absolutely outstanding. He's got Ottawa back in the picture. Cam Talbot has stepped in for Lundqvist and has played very, very well. He led in the 1 goal last night, took the loss to the Chicago Blackhawks. But, you know, the goaltending is so important, and the Blues need to have great goaltending if they're going to get to where they want to be, and that's the promised land of the Stanley Cup.
When we come back on this edition of Toyota Blues Live, we'll go to Winnipeg and check in with John Kelly and Darren Pang. We continue on Fox Sports Midwest.